All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, double honors to elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to Akim teaching all truth and sincerity. Um, this video is gonna be called "Never Trust Thy Enemy." Um, so I'm gonna start in Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness." The number one enemy of the nation of Israel, the number one enemy of our people is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's the number one enemy of ours, because the Edomites are the wicked, wicked are the wicked are the sons of the wicked. The sons and they basically have wickedness brewing on the earth, basically. And also, the so-called white man will act like he's your friend in front of your face, but when he gets amongst his family, amongst his people, he will talk about you. He'll act like his true nature, because Salakia. Because he'll act like his true nature in front of his people. He'll act like what he truly is, a wicked individual. He'll show his true colors in front of his people, but in front of your face, he'll smile. He'll act like he's a caring individual, but really he's a snake. He's a snake that will bite you in the ass and won't give a fuck. He'll just bite you, leave you there to die, because he's all about himself. He's a prideful individual. He's a wicked individual. He's all, and if he wants something out of you, he'll use you and then get it. Because when he came over here and was messing with the Northern Kingdom, coming over here, being amongst the Northern Kingdom, they taught him how to take a bath. They taught him how to roam around in the land, how to grow food, how to they taught him a lot of things, and he took that knowledge, went back to his country, went back to Europe, and I'm talking about Christopher. I'm basically explaining about Christopher Columbus. He came over here in 1492. Well, his name is Cristobal Colon, but this fake Jew came over here in 1492. He learned of the natives. He didn't know the language. That's why he took Hebrew interpreters. But he learned of the language of the natives and learned of their ways and stuff. Same with those the 1620 pilgrims that came over here. They learned of the land. They went back. They came. They destroyed the natives. They broke treaties with the natives that lived over here, which were living over here for 1,000 years before these strangers came from their country over here. And basically, it explains it in Ecclesiasticus 12 and 11 and 12. I'm gonna read it, but I'm just paraphrasing, just talking about how the Esau, he'll act like your friend, and then he'll basically go against you, go behind your back and stab you in the back. Basically, he'll stab you in the back. So anyway, I'm gonna continue reading this scripture passage right now. I'm gonna read 10 again. Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for as like iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So even if the so-called white man humbled himself and was humble amongst you, don't trust that. Like he's your enemy. Like the moment he feel like he can overtake you, he'll do it. There's like his mind state is all wicked, And it says in verse 12, it says, "Set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Though at the last when my words be pricked therewith." So yeah, like I was explaining, when the so-called white man came over, he took he seeked after the seat of the natives. He took their lands. He killed them off. A lot of them off, and took their place, and on this side, and colonized this continent. And that's a part of that's a part of the scripture I just read, Ecclesiastes 12:12. It says, "Set him not by thee, lest he overthrow it." He overthrew the northern kingdom. He overthrew the northern kingdom, which consists of the Latinos and Native Americans. It consists of the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. He took down the Judites over in Europe, because Benjamin and Levi ruled Europe for 1,000 years, and he took them down in the 1400s. Because the last stronghold was Spain, and he took them down, Slovakia, and took them down, and because like the voyage over here from Spain in 1492 was paid with the money from Ferdinand and Isabella taking down the rulers that were in power before them. So it was paid for off the money of the Israelites, because they took our riches from us. But anyway, yeah. If you set your enemy, our enemy beside it, which is Esau, if we set Esau beside us, his plan in the back of his mind is to overthrow us and sit in our seat. He'll act like he's been ruling all along, and that's what we have today. They believe they've been ruling for thousands and thousands of years. They believe they've been ruling. They've been in power. They're the authors of everything. They're not. Anyway, my next scripture is Amos 1 verse 11. It says, this for sure, it says, Amos 1:11 says, "Thus saith Yahweh, for three transgressions of Edom, and for four, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetual, and he kept his wrath forever." So, because Esau has always had a perpetual hatred for the nation of Israel. The modern day sword today is the gun, and Esau be using the gun on our nation, especially the 2/3 of our nation. He be using the gun on and killing our people off with the modern day sword. And Esau is gonna get paid back with hardcore slavery for that, especially on this side in the race wars. He's gonna get paid back for that. But the Most High does have a fiery indignation for Esau, the so-called white man, and that's a righteous hatred forever. So my next scripture is, as I mentioned about the Esau coming over here and being having a smooth tongue about himself, saying that because he broke every treaty with the natives, and I after this one I got two more. Uh, this is Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. So, like Esau, they drew up treaties with the natives, but he broke every one. And he still took their lands. He still raped, robbed, and murdered them, and took them out of where they were, and separated the families and destroyed, landmarks, and uprooted the natives from their natural landmark. So, Esau did a whole lot of things that was against the treaties. He didn't even respect the treaties that were signed. But that tells us that we shouldn't trust in Egypt. We shouldn't trust in what the so-called white man says. That tells you a lot. It says in Isaiah 31. Let's see. Yeah, it says Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek after Yahweh." But that goes with trusting in what the so-called white man says. It says in Psalm, like I read in Psalms 55:21, his words are smoother than butter. He said that he wouldn't do this or that, but he ended up going against the treaties, and that, and basically war was in his heart. He went with the sword and slaughtered those natives, and slaughtered those people in cold blood. And my last scripture, or my last two scriptures, is one is Revelations 12 and 10. This is Revelations 12 and 10. And I heard a voice saying in heaven, "Now is come salvation and strength, the kingdom of our power, and the power of his Hamashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power, and day and night." And Esau is called the accuser of our brethren. He accuses us before Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. He accuses us, because Esau puts things in the society for us to go off. He puts things in the food. He puts things in the air. He puts things in the water. This place is defiled. The most hot, the most utmost, and that's another accusation he puts towards us. He puts things, and this place in this society is built not for our comfort. We follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, but this place, we can't really follow the law, statutes, commandments 100%. But this place is not built for us to stay here forever. This is our punishment. So in our punishment, Esau uses his devices against us. So my last scripture is Psalms 83, and I'm going to read it right quick, and then I'm getting off. Verse 1. This is Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace. Be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taking crafty counsel against our people and consulting against our hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. And this is Esau and the rest of the nations consulting against our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, trying to make us not remember that we're the nation of Israel. And that's another reason why we shouldn't trust our enemy, because he completely cut us off from knowing who we were. That's part of the curses, but he had a hand in that, and he wanted to keep us docile and keep us pacified in the society, and think this place is it, thinking that we're Africans and all these other stuff when we're the children of Israel. I'm gonna say all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and salutations to Akim, teacher all truth and sincerity. I'm gonna say Shalom, and that's it. Ugh.